Oh boy, oh boy! What a workout that was. That was mammoth. That was absolutely unbelievable. That's probably the best workout I have ever done. Those of you who have been to the gym, who go to the gym, who have been to the gym in your past would probably have all had that time where you do a workout and you think, whoa, I lifted that heavy then, and you look back at the weight you put on, you forgot like to put on a 2.5 or a 5 kilo weight or something. That was me this morning, because I just got in there and I just felt so good. I just felt so powerful. So I did the bench press this morning, and I've been doing 70, so 20 each side, a 10 and a 5 each side for about 12 months now, and I just haven't been able to break through, and I've just accepted that I can't break through, and that's just where my body needs to be, you know. But I don't know, just over the last 6 weeks I've managed to up it to 75, and there today I just powered through it. I just absolutely powered through 75. So this time next week I'm thinking seriously of trying 2 20 kilo weights on each side. Whoa, feeling good. And it just the whole workout, I felt strong. So, you know, yesterday you saw me, I wasn't well, and I'm still sort of fighting it. I'm absolutely fighting it. It seems to be a permanent thing. Like, I didn't go to the gym yesterday because I felt so rotten, and this morning I didn't feel much better. I thought, no bugger, I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm not going to let it stop me go to the gym. So I'll come into the gym today and I feel great. I've even found my glasses. I haven't been able to find my glasses for 3 days, so I've been trying to read the Bible and being doing these ones, you know, like, I can't see it. I'm not quite that bad, but I can read without my glasses, but it's a lot easier, because when I've got my glasses I can actually read the Bible and not do it on an iPad, and I like getting my Bible out at the shopping centre and reading it. It's good. Just want to, I'm going to share a few things that happened in there today at the gym, a few things I saw on the TV, but I just want to say hello to just a few subs, a few people that have been commenting on my videos. Frida, it seems, sister, we do have our first disagreement there, and that's okay, so long as far as I'm concerned, it's okay, so long as we stay in truth, and truth is our only goal, and the only thing that we're searching for. It will come out, and whoever is on the side of truth are on the side of truth, and whoever's not in truth will need to repent. And I'm happy with each one. I don't really mind who's right, who's wrong. It's not really, I look, a part of me would like to be correct, because it means I'm on the right path and I'm going in the right direction. But if I am wrong, if I'm being led the wrong way, I absolutely will repent. But I just need you to know, sister, that everything that I'm getting is from the scriptures. It's from I'm of that way of thinking about the nakedness, just simply because of all the work I've been doing on creation, Genesis 5, all those videos I've been doing for a couple of months now. It's led me there to think that that's what it's about. And to me, the wine, what it says in Joel, the wine is just reflective of your works in the Lord. So when he was drunk on his magnificence in the Lord, because he was a perfect man of God, and it all goes back to Genesis and the skins. But if we disagree, we disagree, and that is cool. That is cool, sister. That's sort of, you know, that happens. And I'm going to do a separate video on this over the next few days. I think I'm just not sure whether I want to do a video on it yet or not, but we may be in disagreement in a couple of other areas too, perhaps, because I'm really wrestling with the whole, you know, what do we call Jesus? Is it Yeshua? And somebody's come up there last night. What was your name? I've got it. It was Yahweh is God. I don't know if you're a sub there, mate, but I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the contribution. It's absolutely got me thinking. But then it's like, is it Yeshua, or is it what you put there, Yahawashi? I don't know. The way I'm sort of sitting with all this morning is that you mentioned it, Frida, in your comment there, that it was translated to, so to me, it was translated to Jesus. To me, if you can say the word and you can spell a word in a name in a different language, that's how you say it. So you look at Vladimir Putin. Like, we don't. I suppose if they write his name in Russian, it's going to have back to front R's and shit, like they write in Russia, isn't it? But they translate the name the way it's said to English. Just like if I went to Japan, they would call me Brett. They would call me Brett. I would have thought. So if whatever they say, they would translate it to what they say, and they'd make our letters fit. I would have thought, but I don't know. And then that leads me down another rabbit hole, for want of a better term, and again, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video on this, a more in-depth one, in that the person who translated the Bible, his name is King James, so he's a king, and I know when I look into this, he's going to be a Freemason. I just know it. I've had a look at him briefly, and he was the King of Scotland. So to me, there's all sorts of ties there to Switzerland, and absolutely the King James, the authority on what we've got now over the NIV and the Good News and all that, because it was the original translation, and all the rest of them are bastardized from that. But it would appear that the Bible that we hold dear was translated from Hebrew to English by a Freemason. So we've got to be really wary of that. So we may have a couple of other areas where we may be disagreeing coming up there, Frida sister, but as I say, that is okay, so long as we're walking in with truth and we're trying to help each other, not to deceive each other. And I don't get one inkling whatsoever from you, sister, that you are trying to deceive me. David, you've got my trust, but I do pray for discernment, as I'm sure you are with me, as I trust you are with me. David, I'm really enjoying our messenger chat. This chat's there, mate. It's nice. I can see it's nice for you to just be able to talk to a like-minded person, so it is good. Frida, I just want to mention too, just about your offer to go on Facebook chat there, that I deleted Facebook about 2 years ago, and outside of the day I got saved, it was probably the best thing I ever did. Because it was just, I didn't like what Facebook was doing for me. I don't like where it comes from. It comes from the pits of Zionism. I don't like it. And to be honest, the group you've got there, I would imagine that's the group you got going with Brother D there. I do like Brother D's work. I watch all his videos. I think he gives off a really good doctrine. I do trust what he says, and I like his video and get a lot of nourishment from them. But I have tried to interact with Daryl a few times, to put my thoughts down, and he just shows no interest. He says on his videos all the time to send me ideas for videos, send me your videos, and I'll look at them. I've done that to Daryl a few times, and he's just shown absolutely no interest in me whatsoever. So it would appear the group you've got, I would not be, I'm not welcome in. I'm not sort of, even though you're putting the offer out, I just don't feel it, and that's just me, sister. I've never felt wanted in anything I've ever done in my whole life. I've never felt included. It's because I'm not. I never have been, and I just feel it with Daryl's sister. So for those two reasons, thanks, but no thanks. But if you want to come on to and private chat with me on my YouTube here, that you're more than welcome. And I put that out to anyone too. If I can get a second person who wants to do it on my YouTube, I will try and work out how to do it. But until that day, I'm not going to try and work out how to do it, because to get this up with David was a real mission for me, because I'm absolutely hopeless with this stuff. A couple of other people I just wanted to say hello to as well was Erstus Turnipseed. So when you first came up, I'm going to assume you're a bloke. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as soon as you come up, mate, I thought you have to be a piss take. You must be a piss take with a name like Ernest Turnipseed. But some nice comment there last night. I enjoyed your comment there last night. It was very encouraging, just with the work I did, the video I did there on Israel there yesterday. It took quite a bit of time to get that video up, and I'm quite happy with how it's come out, to be honest, because it's a lot of the stuff the Lord showed me, I just saw, and it just culminated with that bottle of wine there, mate. It just culminated with that bottle of wine where he said it, where Netanyahu said it, because Trump doesn't drink wine. He's well known. He doesn't drink. He doesn't touch alcohol at all, which makes me wonder about the whole Giants thing. It really, really does, about the Nephilim. It just goes back to the skins in Genesis 9. But anyway, we're not doing that on this video. Yeah, so he doesn't drink, and Netanyahu just made a point of it. He was absolutely frantic to talk about this wine, and to me it all just goes back to Genesis 9. It all goes back to your works in the Lord, and they're just admitting by this wine, by him giving him a case of wine and knowing that he doesn't drink, and he was absolutely frantic to talk about this, as frantic as Hitler was that day he took power in 1933, as frantic as Hitler was for that guy to sit down and sign that piece of paper. That's how frantic Netanyahu was there yesterday, or whatever it was when he did that, when all that happened. The video I did yesterday, he was absolutely frantic to tell the world that he was giving Donald Trump a carton of wine, fully knowing that Donald Trump doesn't drink. Why? Why does he want the world to know he's giving Donald Trump a carton of wine except for the fact he just wants to show the world the iniquity he's doing, the evil works he's doing in the name of Israel, the synagogue of Satan, Revelation 2:9. So welcome, Ernest. It's really nice to have you aboard. Michael Allen, thanks for your comment too, mate. That was interesting. Interesting that you sort of brought that back to, you brought it back to the flesh a little bit, which is okay, because the book is, it's a spiritual book and it is of the flesh, and it's really got me thinking about that. It's really got me thinking about that perhaps you mentioned there that the sea could represent maritime law and spiritual law and God's law, and you just think, because possibly, I'm not there, don't get me wrong, it's not something that I'm going to talk about on my videos or anything, but you've certainly planted a seed. I'm open to all possibilities so long as it doesn't contradict the scripture. I'm open to anything, to be honest, so it's something that I will consider going forward. So thank you for your comment, and if you have subbed up, I thank you so much for that, and if you haven't, can I be so bold as to ask you to do so? The second person who's told me that I've lost my way is Forza Fiore's back. Forza told me I've lost my way as well, which is interesting. So I spoke about Forza just down there a few days ago when I did my video. I think it might have been Friday I did that video. It may have been Saturday, not sure. Friday, I think it was. It wasn't even a week ago. It's a few days ago I did that video, and I haven't heard from you, Forza. I haven't heard from you for a good few months now, where you just disappeared. And magically, Mason Ryan just magically appears out of nowhere at the moment you disappear. Just that guiding light, just to help me through on my walk, just to ease me through, just to show me a nice little piece of deception. And just go that way, Brett. Just go that way. Don't worry about all this over here. Just go that way. And as soon as I mention you, there you are. It's quite obviously from the same lodge as Ryan and that Werner creature. So Ryan, Werner, Forza, please just leave me alone. You're fully exposed in your tent drinking your wine of wicked works. Thank you to all my subs, all the new ones that are commenting. I appreciate it. I appreciate the contribution. I appreciate the fellowship. More is encouraged. Frida, thank you. Even though you do disagree with me, I thank you that you feel that you can say you disagree with me, and the fact that you feel that what you're saying, what you know is coming from the scriptures as you've read them, as you interpret them. Sister, please don't take anything I've said on this video the wrong way. I've only got respect for you, and just the fact that you feel you can come on here and disagree, thank you. I do appreciate it, and all power to you, because I do honestly I want this channel. It is a diary, you're right, it is a diary of my walk with the Lord, but it's also it's also an area where we can fellowship, and to me, I feel as though it's a part, it's just a body where the elect can come together, where the Lord is bringing the elect together in these last days. And I'm sure you're doing it there on Daryl's channel as well, and your channel, or I could be completely wrong with the Facebook group you've got going on there, but in terms of Daryl being involved there, but I'm sure you're doing it there, and this is what this channel's become as well. It's just become a real area of fellowship, my diary, and just a place where the Lord can bring his elect. I'm going to bring together his elect in these last days. I'm going to do a different video now on I just heard something on a call for a uprising, which has really got me going. He said without form, and I went, oh. So I'm going to do that video now, and then I'm going to go in, have my cuppa, and today I've made a decision with the Bible. I'm going to finish the New Testament. I'm up to the book of Acts, so I read the New Testament just before I was born again. So I was saved in June, born again Christmas Day. I read the New Testament early December, I think it was, late November, early December, and I didn't really know what I was reading. Not that I'm going to know now, but I'm a lot more equipped now. My walk's become a lot more authentic, a lot more in depth with the Lord since then. Spiral logo, that's the thing I'm going to do on a call for an uprising that he showed this morning. I just see it there. It's what are they called? Auto Smart International. It's a bit sun worshipy, and it's definitely a spiral. thing, just what this spiral means. But yeah, going to read through the book of Acts, going to finish the New Testament, because John's just blown me away, and it's never changed. It's exactly the same as when I read it last time, but just the nourishment I got out of the book of John was it's just blown my mind. Blown my mind. So that's me this morning in this video. All blessings go out to my brothers and sisters in the Lord, all my subs, and I pray that you continue on this walk with me, and please keep on contributing. All right, all power and glory goes to Jesus, or Yeshua, whatever his name is, the King.
Change your mind, the sun has come. You've been left behind.